Good day, shareholder, and welcome to the Tender Offer Agent segment. As the official tender offer agent for this issue, we at BDO Securities Corporation are committed to assisting you as you go through this process. As such, we've created a simple and easy to understand FAQ video to guide you. So let's get started. For the first step, you need to take note of some of the important dates in order to know how much time you have to fulfill all the requirements needed of you and work your way back. The crucial date here is referred to as the tender offer period. For this issue, the tender offer period officially starts on January 22nd, 2021 at 9 a.m. and will run until February 19th, 2021 at 12 p.m. Now, in case you change your mind on your application, you have until February 19th, 2021 at 12 p.m. to withdraw your application through a written request to us, together with a copy of the previously submitted application form. Your shares will be returned to you within 30 business days from the end of the tender offer period. Of course, any costs incurred shall be borne by you. The other important dates that you'll need to take note of are the cross date and the settlement date. The cross date is the day when shares tendered by all sellers will be traded and sold to the bidder through the stock exchange, while the settlement date is when each party will receive their corresponding portion of the trade. Cash for the sellers, and securities for the bidder. For this purpose, the cross date is targeted to be on March 4th, 2021, or approximately 8 days from the end of the tender offer period, while the cash settlement date is on March 8th, 2021, or 10 days from the end of the tender offer period. Check payments available for pickup from the tender offer agent is expected within 30 days from the end of the tender offer period. You can also opt to be paid via direct credit to your nominated BDO account or remittance to your nominated account with other banks, subject to applicable remittance charges. With all these dates to remember, please bring out your gadgets and mark your calendar. Now that we've marked down all the relevant dates, let us proceed to the actual procedures. But before getting into the details, you need to know whether your shares are scriptless, which is electronic form, or still in certificate, script form. This is essential since there is a difference in procedure for each one. Let's start with shareholders holding scriptless shares. For those of you falling under this category, simply proceed to the brokerage house or custodian where the concerned shares are lodged, and instruct them of your intent to participate in this tender offer exercise. Depending on the broker or custodian, they'll have their distinct requirement for you to accomplish. But once this is done, your broker or custodian will take care of informing and coordinating your application with us. For shareholders with physical stock certificates, please fill out and complete the application form to tender shares, and put together the specified documentary requirements as applicable. For individual shareholders, please take note of the following requirements you need to submit. You need 2 valid IDs containing your photograph and specimen signature. Suggested IDs include passport, driver's license, tax identification number card, SSS card, and GSIS card. You must submit 2 copies of duly accomplished specimen signature cards with verification made by a bank officer where you maintain a deposit account. A valid ID of the bank's signatory, and if you are acting through an attorney in fact, will also need a duly notarized irrevocable power of attorney. For married individuals who are Philippine citizens, we'll also need your respective spouse's signature in the irrevocable power of attorney to signify marital consent to the tender. To avoid going back and forth on documentation, please make sure the signatures on the specimen signature cards match those in all reference documents. Also, please make sure the names in the application form match the names in all reference documents. For married women, please make sure all the names match. If not, you'll need to bring your marriage certificate as an additional reference document. For corporate shareholders, please take note of the following requirements you need to submit. A notarized copy of the board resolution authorizing the sale of the subject common shares. A certified true copy of the company's SEC registration certificate, general information sheet with the SEC, and latest articles of incorporation and bylaws. These documents will have to be certified by the company's corporate secretary. You'll need 2 duly accomplished signature cards of the company's authorized signatories with verification made by a bank officer where the company maintains a deposit account. A valid ID of the bank's signatory, and 2 valid IDs of the company's authorized signatories. Please make sure the signatories match the ones indicated in the board resolution. For the final step, Together with your stock certificates, please bring the application form to tender shares and the other required documents to the tender offer agent's office on or before the specified deadline. In case you've misplaced your certificates and these can no longer be located, please be guided by the following procedures. You must accomplish and bring with you the duly notarized Affidavit of Loss with undertaking. This document must be executed by the registered owner and must specify the name of stock, the name of registered owner, the number of shares, the corresponding stock certificate numbers, and the circumstance of loss. You must also provide the following additional documents: a copy of the Affidavit of Loss as published in a newspaper of general circulation, the original Affidavit of Publication as signed and executed by the relevant publishing entity, attesting that the Affidavit of Loss and the details required under Section 73 of the Corporation Code of the Philippines have been published in a newspaper of general circulation once a week and for at least 3 consecutive weeks. The applicable surety bond that will run for 1 year and in the amount of twice the market's value of the said shares as the execution date of the Affidavit of Loss. Finally, proof that the applicable transfer and cancellation fees have been made. You may coordinate with the stock transfer agent for additional procedures. For this issue, the concerned stock transfer agent is RCBC Stock Transfer, and details of how to reach them are indicated below. Other than knowing and understanding these processes, we would also want to share with you the corresponding cost that is associated with the exercise. These are the various fees being charged by these entities. Multiply this rate to your tendered value to get the amount of expense in pesos. Please note, however, that the cost does not include the selling commission plus corresponding taxes that your broker may charge you. Lastly, for entities claiming tax exemption under Section 127A of the tax code or stock transaction tax, please provide us a copy of your BIR ruling indicating such exemption. So we hope these insights were helpful. Should you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call or send us an email, and we'll gladly answer them for you. Thanks for watching, and hope to hear from you soon.